Tonight, it has been confirmed this is the guy who has been caught peeping in windows all over Rochester Hills, who actually went in a home in Troy and touched someone. Tonight, the sheriff says somebody has to know who he is.
Okay, Mara, but we begin with breaking news late tonight. The UAW sending a counter-proposal to General Motors.
This is the latest indication since the strike started 26 days ago that we could potentially be nearing a deal now. In a letter to membership, the union says if GM accepts this proposal, they will have reached a tentative agreement. It's not clear when GM will respond to the proposal, but the union says they will be working through the weekend. Earlier, we learned the automaker is offering to build an electric pickup at the Detroit-Hamtramck assembly plant. We just got off the phone with our business editor, Rod Maloney, with what comes next.
General Motors tonight is considering a counteroffer from the United Auto Workers that it's waited all week. Back on Monday, GM made an offer. On Thursday, Mary Barra went into negotiations and said, come on, guys, we need a counteroffer here. Please give us one. And so after an exchange of some rather nasty press releases going back and forth on Thursday and Friday morning, tonight the UAW finally gave that counteroffer, and now General Motors has it, and they're looking at it, trying to decide what the next move is.
Now, once GM responds to that offer, we will let you know both on air and on clickondetroit.com. Kim?
All right, Jason, we are going to have some big changes for the weekend. Ben is tracking both showers and cooler weather moving in. It's going to get our attention for sure.
And don't forget the wind, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all going to be different compared to what we have been through this work week. Here's 4 Live radar. It's all green out there right now as we've been watching these showers roll in. The good news is these are fairly light. And the other good news is they'll be gone by the time we wake up tomorrow morning. The back edge of these showers starting to roll into central portions of Michigan. So most of the weekend upcoming is going to be dry. In fact, we'll pretty much see these gone by about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then after sunrise, it's actually going to bring a lot of sunshine in here during the day on Saturday. That'll help with the cooler air, but man, look at these temperatures. Still 65 at City Airport, already 45 in Jackson right now. And here's how we're going to wake up, at least in the metro zone tomorrow morning. 42 at 6 a.m., 45 at 8, and then still not to 50 degrees at noon. But this is not going to be the chilliest that we will see in our area. We'll take a look at your 4-zone forecast that has some 30s in it for tomorrow morning. It's all coming up in a few minutes. Kim?
The man you see here in this video is wanted for peeping into homes all over Rochester Hills and actually going into a home in Troy and touching a woman. Mara McDonald is live at the Oakland County Sheriff's Department Rochester Hills substation, and Mara, police are worried his behavior is escalating.
Kimberly, that's right. And here's the thing. Police have confirmed that he's a suspect in 5 of these incidents, but there are a whole lot more that they think he's tied to. Ring doorbells and home security systems have captured him in the act. Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard asks that you please look and see if you know him.
Lots of times these videos are so blurry, it's like, that's someone. This one, I think someone's going to go, that's Tim or Bob or whatever the name is. I think someone out there can recognize this person and stop this escalating behavior.
This has been going on since March, but it took a turn in July when police say he went into a Troy home twice and touched a woman's leg while she was sleeping. Naturally, her family was extremely upset.
We all went downstairs. We all grabbed butcher knives because we didn't know what we'd expect. We didn't know if he was still in the house or not, because she woke up immediately. Right when he touched her, that's when she woke up.
Troy police, along with the Oakland County Sheriff's Department, are working on identifying him. Lately, he's been seen in the Auburn Road and Livernois area. From the video, police estimate he's around 20 years old.
Lots of times in these cases you see where a peeping Tom might be a one-time peeping Tom, but when you see a serial peeping Tom, lots of times it's different. It's an escalating behavior. They do one thing, find gratification. They do a little bit more, a little further. In one of the cases, he actually made entry into a home in Troy and touched a woman's leg before he fled. This escalation is bad.
Back here live, in speaking to some of the neighbors in the Auburn and Livernois area, they've seen him and they've confronted him. And they say he's usually out after 10 o'clock and before 2 a.m. And when he is confronted, he usually makes up some excuse of, wrong house, and then just sort of runs away. We're live in Rochester Hills tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
A moment of silence at the Grosse Pointe South football game tonight as students and parents cope with a terrible accident that left a 15-year-old seriously injured. Yesterday, a 17-year-old boy was driving home when he accidentally hit a classmate who was riding their bike. Coco McAvoy was at tonight's game, and Coco, it had to be very emotional there tonight for everyone.
Yes, very difficult, and some people found out about the accident for the first time tonight. A Friday night football game at Grosse Pointe South High School draws a crowd of avid fans. But on this football Friday, the players have more on their minds other than the game.
Please join us in a moment of reflection and keep Finn and his family in your thoughts and prayers.
Superintendent Gary Niehaus says 2 Grosse Pointe South students were involved in an awful accident last night. A 15-year-old sophomore was riding a bicycle on Jefferson near Lakeland when a 17-year-old boy accidentally ran into the 15-year-old. The 15-year-old is in the ICU in critical condition.
Most of the community and most of the kids are probably in shock right now.
The game announcer talked about the 15-year-old during the game.
Has a love for math and science and played a vital role in the establishment of the Science Olympiad.
The players are also rallying around the 17-year-old driver. Police say he had the right of way, and the whole incident was a complete accident.
The driver of the car is on the football team. And so, you know, I'm sure that the football team will play the game tonight for or in his honor.
The district is offering counseling to students trying to cope, and the Grosse Pointe community is also coming together.
Certainly support these families that are going through some very, very difficult times.
And again, the 15-year-old is in the hospital in critical condition, and the community and the family is really hoping that teenager pulls through. Reporting live this evening, I'm Coco McAvoy, Local 4.
Yeah, you can bet that's for sure. Tough situation. All right, Coco, thanks.
Really is. A big shakeup tonight in the Trump administration. Acting Secretary for Homeland Security Kevin McAleen has resigned. President Trump said in a tweet McAleen was stepping down and congratulated him on a job well done. He took over the department after Kirstjen Nielsen resigned in April. He's the 4th person to lead the department since President Trump took office. The president says he'll announce a new acting secretary next week.
A Detroit man with a grudge is facing murder and arson charges in the death of an innocent mother and her daughter. Police tell us 24-year-old DeMarco Latham started the deadly fire because he was upset with the mother of his children. That fire, though, moved into the upstairs apartment, trapping a family, 31-year-old Star Milligan and her 2-year-old Mila, who were killed in that fire. Latham is behind bars and expected to be back in court later this month. And a judge has revoked bond to a man accused of sexually assaulting a child, then running from the law for more than a decade. Corey Gaston was arrested earlier this month in Mexico after 11 years on the run. He's accused of breaking into a 10-year-old girl's bedroom in 2007 and sexually assaulting her. Gaston was initially given a $250,000 bond, but today the judge revoked his bail. Gaston will be back in court next week.
New video tonight as police find the truck used in a smash and grab in Warren. Police discovered the truck in Highland Park. Early this morning, 2 thieves used it to ram into the front of Joe's General Store near Hoover and 9 Mile. The men took off with the ATM, leaving a trail of destruction. This follows a slew of other smash and grab robberies across Metro Detroit. Police are trying to figure out if any of the thefts are connected. Now to an update to a story from July. That's when we told you about the donations the Monroe High School band was raising.
It was for a special cart to allow the freshman keyboardist, Jude Stamper, who needs a wheelchair, to be a true member of the band. Well, take a look. How about that ensemble is what his mom texted me tonight. That's Jude right up front. I'm told the band ended up raising more than $21,000. The band will use the money and the new cart for Jude and any other disabled student in the future who wants to join the band.
Wonderful story.
Yeah.
All right, still ahead. It's a fish that can breathe on land and crawl like a snake.
Where it was just spotted and what residents are being told to do if they see one, or else they'll end up in a sci-fi movie.
If parents are finding this stuff, they need to confront their kids, stop being their friends.
A mother and her 2 sons accused of running an illegal vaping operation worth millions. What they were doing to vaping cartridges that put thousands of people's health at risk.
But first, what used to be abandoned lots of land have been transformed into something that is now benefiting the entire community. Meet the people responsible, next on Uniquely Detroit.
They're fast, convenient, often cheap, but they're not all what they seem. We're talking about frozen foods. Tomorrow morning, the meals you need to toss out of your freezer.
There was a very specific moment that led to me starting the Rhonda Walker Foundation. One of the girls came up to me and she said, "What do you do when nobody encourages you?" I wanted to start a foundation for those kids. If they're in a situation where they're not being told that they can accomplish anything, and then actually showing and giving them a path of how to create goals and teach them how to follow them and achieve them. But it was really that girl that day that had that impact on my life.